Former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger is blasting the gerrymandering wars and urging California to reject Proposition 50, which is an initiative to redraw congressional district maps.
Now, Prop 50 aims to add more Democratic seats for California, much like how Texas initiative is doing the same for Republicans. The 7-time Mr. Olympia winner appeared on CNN with Jake Tapper, where he expressed sadness at the partisan battle. Let's take a listen.
There's this war going on all over the United States. Who can out-cheat the other one? You know, Texas started it. They did something terribly wrong. And then all of a sudden California says, well, then we have to do something terribly wrong. And then now other states are jumping in. And now this is spreading like wildfire all over the country. And it saddens me to see that we're going in the opposite direction rather than having an independent commission draw the district lines.
Schwarzenegger did push back on the notion, however, that the Republican Party was the ones to blame and that they started all of this. Let's watch.
No, Jake. There has been gerrymandering going on for 200 years. There is such extreme gerrymandering going on that in a state like Massachusetts, that has like 40% of the people voting for Trump, they have 0 representatives. The Republican Party has 0 representatives sent to the House. Think about that. In New Mexico, if 45% of the people voted for Trump and vote Republican, and 0 is sent to the House, 0 representative from the Republican Party.
Yeah, I think Schwarzenegger makes a good point that we should not pretend that gerrymandering is just something that Republicans are doing. There are states, as he's pointed out, that have significant, albeit minority, populations of Republican voters that get 0 representation. The same is true for Democrats. If Republicans start tinkering, to squeeze more seats out of their safe states, then Democrats do the same, and it's a kind of an appalling system, and one that creates more warped polarization, because when you create, both parties have an interest in creating these very safe seats for their own, like they're fine with that. They're like, okay, well, this state, you get these seats and we get these seats, and none of them are competitive, which means then the most far-left liberals can get elected and the most far-right Republicans can get elected because they're safe seats. And increasingly, and both parties have an incentive to do this, and I think it's a terrible system, but there's not much hope for fixing very broken systems in our system, unfortunately, because the system overall is a broken one.
And I'm not a fan of gerrymandering. I think that the American
no
public,
one's a fan.
Yeah, obviously people in Texas,
the people in power are fans of
but no one in
voters.
Well, I guess this is my biggest thing. So in an ideal world, Texas did start this, in my opinion. We're not talking about history and how Massachusetts became the way. We're talking about this year. Texas started this. Newsom responded.
Right now.
Yes, we're talking about under the Trump administration, what's going on right now.
History does not exist.
No, history can exist. We're talking about right now. I'm not a fan of
fault.
gerrymandering. It all happens.
Yeah.
Historically on both sides of the aisle. Texas started this recently.
Now, so it's California's fault.
No, you can't. This happened this year.
Okay.
Because Newsom is responding by calling this an election rigging response act. And the difference between what Newsom is doing and what's happening in Texas is that on November 4th, Gavin Newsom is giving people the option. He's saying, listen, you guys go during this special election season. There's going to be many local elections, and you go to the polls and let me know if you want to do this. Now, if the majority of California people that are voting in these local elections go to the polls and say, yes, we would like to change the seats in our state, then what's the issue? He's actually asking the people. You said like most Americans don't feel that way. Well, Texas will just never know. But in California, we will know on November 4th, and I'm excited to know. And that's the biggest difference. Even though I don't like gerrymandering, I think that if you're going to do it, Gavin Newsom did it the right way.
Wow, what a hero.
Hero of the day.
We'll leave it there. That does it for us on Rising Live. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way today. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Hill's YouTube channel so that you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. See you back here tomorrow. We're just getting started this week. Bye-bye.
Just getting started.